Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak. Well, last episode, having begun our first nighttime action in Edith, we finished off our talks in Old Town and headed over to Riverside, where we found a quest awaiting what once was lost, being handed a gun in a bag as we tracked down its owner to talk him out of doing something rash. We then continued our night sweep into the Tyrell District.
Chen, why'd you have to finish your work so soon? I thought you were going to be late, so I brought you some food to surprise you. What a waste. Hey, that stings a little. I worked really hard to get out early so we could sit down and have dinner together, you know. Although I don't appreciate what you did. Thanks, Sam. Want to grab something else on the way back? Oh, I've been so busy pitching in with the other sections in the paper. Demand for stories about ethnic tensions in Calvard is through the roof. Yeah, that's enough of that. Come on, Chen. Let's eat somewhere and go home. Why do people make my brother write for other sections of the newspaper so much? He's supposed to be in charge of the book section, but he says they have him writing about racial tensions and stuff for the news desk too. Even the economy section bugs him for work. It's also bad for him. Maybe it's because he looks like a guy who's too polite to say no to anyone. I really would have preferred to be done with my work by now. Unfortunately, the other editors like to think literature section guys like me have all the time in the world, so they hoist their crap on me. The news section's especially bad. I end up hearing about things I really would rather not know about. It seems I have some time to kill until my dinner with the senator. Now what to do in the meantime? I get along well enough with the Patriot League senators. Patriots League, oh god. But compared to the previous administration, they're much more tight-lipped. They won't utter a word about matters pertaining to the presidential office. There's a dense air of secrecy surrounding all that. That's a warning sign name. To me, anyway. The Tyrell Times is a media organization with a lot of history behind it. It's probably the most trusted name in news within the Republic. Lately, we've been partnering with other entities to get our work on radio, online news broadcasts, and outdoor screens. In case you didn't know, the Tyrell Times has been in business for over a century. We supported the Democratic Revolution when that took place. In fact, Editor-in-Chief Sullivan's own grandfather is said to have been in charge of reporting on Sheena Dirk himself. Isn't that amazing? It is indeed. The sweep continues.
All right.
I take it I've already bought these. There's the question of, should I instantly chug down the things so I know that I've chugged them
Let's
down?
see what we've got.
Or not. Save them for an actual use. That guy's vomiting, maybe. Too much popcorn? Well, look at you. I'm sure a good-looking guy like yourself could use some equally attractive company. Hear me out. I can take you somewhere with a lot of gorgeous girls. They'd absolutely love to have you. You in, pal? Oh, you must be a barker. Sorry, I ain't in the mood for anything like that. Go try your luck on someone else. Wow, cool as a cucumber, even when he's shooting me down. The girls will go crazy over you. Well, when you are in the mood, come talk to me, my man. I can set you up with our VIP package. There aren't supposed to be any adult businesses around here, but I guess that doesn't mean there can't be some operating under the radar. If there's one thing our girls have got, it's amazing hips. They know how to twist and move them just right. And the sounds that they make with those silky smooth voices of theirs. You've got to experience it for yourself, my man. I'm not just saying that to get you in the door. I mean it. Okay.
Hey, did you see?
How about some nice cold ice cream?
Tyrell's one of the more hip and modern parts of the city, so naturally people who visit want their sweets to look aesthetic. When it comes to what I sell, people say my gelato looks great on camera. As long as people come to see the charm in well-made sweets, I don't care what brings them in. Take all the pics you want. As long as you buy,
Hello.
right? You will
Thanks for
buy,
shopping.
right? Right, let's head around this side.
I see.
To Bookstore Stewart. My dad's company is being featured in a magazine again. It's such a peppy magazine too. He looks completely different from the way he really acts at home. It's insane. Not saying there's anything wrong with acting more like a businessman when you're in entertainment. I just wish he didn't push his views onto me. I come from a long line of merchants. Supposedly this place used to be a trading company a long time ago. But my grandparents converted it into a bookstore after they saw the number of book lovers in Edith. And well, here I am, still selling books. If you ever wondered what we do with the other floors of this building, floors 2 through 4 constitute our enormous storehouse. Thanks to the wonders of all computers,
we can manage an enormous inventory, which means even more books for our customers. My ancestors were all talented business people in their own right, and I, for one, intend to maintain that legacy. I'll do whatever it takes to stay one step ahead, whether that's managing our inventory with computers or collaborating with authors. I want this store at the head of the pack.
Ah, welcome.
Ah, welcome. I've already bought everything here.
I hope to see you again.
Okay, now to check our inventory. If I'm smart about this, I might be able to get this done ahead of schedule. Why in the world does she need to get a job? Maybe Ren might know something about this. Looks like someone who goes to Aramis. Why is he working at this bookstore? I'm curious, but not enough to ask. I'll just leave him be. She wouldn't go out and get a job unless it was for a good reason. Huh, I'm gonna have to talk to Ren about this when I get back. Wonder when that crossing will take place for us.
Just getting started.
Delivery guy. Hey, Kohan, you know that customer who booked the entire restaurant earlier? Yes, what about it? It kind of bothers me that I never got to do any serving that entire time. Did I do something wrong? Was I rude somehow? No, you were fine. Well, it sure seems like something was going on. It's bothering the heck out of me. The fact that he was serving upper management could only mean one thing. He must be one of them. That would explain why he always looks on guard. I'll take your order whenever you're ready.
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Kohan, hey Kohan, are you listening? Nope. He is very much on lookout. Welcome back, Mr. Arkride. What brings you here of all places? Haven't you had your dinner by now? Don't ask questions you already know the answers to, lady. Aw, did Sal get you in a snippy mood? Poor thing. When he asked me to order that dried fruit, I was wondering what he needed it for. Now I have my answer. I don't want to take sides on these things. Sal and I come from different families, but I know this much about him. He could be a very persuasive man. What I've heard, it's customary for the 8 elders who run Hayway to come from each of the different families. If I had to guess, Mal's probably at the same level in the organization as Sal, but she doesn't serve the same role as him. It's not like I care to know the inner workings of these people, but I'd be eaten alive in my dealings with them if I didn't. Interesting. I don't want to take sides. After all, Sal and I come from different families, but I do know he can be a very persuasive man. I hear Lamport is quite the rowdy city these days. You sure you don't need a little insurance going into a place like this? I'm fine. This is already a pain in the ass and we haven't even started. I'm sure he gave you such a challenging job because he knew you could handle it. Oh, you may also be interested to know that we have a pair of intriguing guests on the 2nd floor. Hopefully they enjoy their time with us. We always aim to please. Ooh. Bracers, eh? It's time to announce the results. Junior Bracer Gray, Arnold, from the Republic of Calvard. Congratulations, you passed the test. We hereby recognize you as being qualified to serve as a senior bracer. Thank you. Man, am I relieved. I was worried what was going to happen at the end there. You shouldn't have. It's tradition for the instructor to wrap things up with a good hard punch for the examinee. You sure took it like a champ. I'll give you that. Got some growing to do still, so keep working at it. Got it? Right, I won't let you down, lad. That's the spirit. Keep up that attitude and you'll turn out to be a fine bracer one day. You know, Gray, today's on me. That's really nice of you. I appreciate it, but there's one thing that's bothering me a little. This is Hayway Restaurant, isn't it? Is it really such a good idea for people like us to be here so out in the open? What are you talking about? You're still worried about that? Don't you realize they already vetted us as soon as we walked through the door? Besides, who's to say we didn't also come here to do a little espionage and see what the other guys are up to, huh? What? What? You've got to be kidding me. I had no idea that's what you had in mind. You play a lot dirty than I thought. Don't worry, those guys won't harm a thing. This is all pretty educational in its own way. I think I'm ready to turn the heat up and go somewhere a little hotter now. In order to become a senior bracer, you have to get recommendations from every branch. I finally got my first one. I have a long road ahead of me before I get a rest, though. Or get the rest, though. Still, as long as I keep at it, I know I'll become a senior bracer one day. Just have to stay energized and keep on trucking. And that should be the sweep. Right, time to watch a movie?
maybe end up this night, because we've talked to everyone. If there truly was a hidden quest versus there just being a straight up quest that we could see, then we would have found it by now. I should check out the noteboard.
How about some popcorn, huh?
I didn't check out Porco. We should check out the noteboard back in Old Town first, though. You ever taken in a late night show here by any chance? The theater likes to put on deeper movies that you won't find during the day. It attracts a different crowd. You should try it sometimes. And if you do, make sure to take some popcorn with you. That always goes best with movies, no matter what time of day you see them, day or night.
Hey there. What'll it be?
Something I've
See ya.
already owned, probably. Oh crap, I've seen 3 movies tonight. It's almost curfew back at the dorm. But I can't help myself. Salvatore Godi's movies are also just so perfect. I never get tired of watching them. And Nikkei Amaso's performance is so eerie yet captivating and sober curious. Ah, screw it. I've got nothing to do tomorrow. I'll come back to the theater tomorrow morning and hang out for as long as I can. I want to watch Sober Curious. Good evening. Thinking of taking in a movie tonight? You should. You'd be surprised just how varied they can be these days. At night, we mainly show movies that cater to more dedicated cinephiles, as well as reruns of famous films. Some are rather mature and require an age restriction. Those are often shown during our nighttime screenings. That's what I'm here for. No vending machine in here. Interesting that we can't buy anything at the actual food and drink stand. Welcome, can I get you a ticket for something? What's playing right now? Let's watch Sober Curious. Tickets for Sober Curious. It'll be 200 mira for one. Sure. Let's grab a seat. Lily is an actress whose career has spanned 2 decades. Despite her grueling schedule and the ceaseless pressure that comes with a job, she finds great meaning in her work. She derives satisfaction from the process of transforming into another person, into someone who isn't her. And that feeling pushes her further and further into her career. She is utterly consumed by it, inebriated by it. And that inebriation gives rise to something new. One day, Lily began to hear a voice inside her head, a voice from another version of herself. And this is but one of many conversations between the two.
You have got to be kidding me. They passed me over for her? Who does that little minx think she is? She gets roles left and right, and yet her acting is garbage. Why do you spend so much time obsessing over younger actresses? And did you really have to sleep with that producer? Isn't that going a little overboard? This is a dog-eat-dog industry. One night with that cretin is nothing if it gets me some work. This is getting us nowhere. I'm so tired of all this. I just want to get away. I'll go back to the old me and... Okay, then answer me this. Which of us is the old you? Whenever that question is posed, their arguments end on the spot. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is real and who's the thrall?
Yeah, of all the people I could have run into here, it had to be you. Can't say I'm all that surprised to see you. This definitely strikes me as your kind of flick. You're not wrong. After all the reviews it got, I had to check it out for myself. They all talked about how Nike Marceau's portrayal of insanity made it an unusual movie, which got my attention. I've also heard stories of that woman from our friend in Lomport from time to time too. That gave me another reason to see it. Our friend in Lomport, huh? You must mean... Oh yeah, I forgot those two go back a long way. That's interesting. Truth be told, I found the direction to be a little obtuse. Definitely the kind of movie that's tailor-made for a particular kind of audience. Fair enough, I'd say the core of the movie was the dialogue between the two lilies that a warped mind gives rise to. Their back and forth projects a certain sense of dissonance that makes it difficult to pin down who Lily even really is as a person.
The movie weaves truth and fiction together and is an exploration of what people become when they can no longer tell the two of them apart. At least that's what it's about in my opinion. Damn, look at you getting all intellectual on me. Not good enough being Edith's most handsome guy in town, huh? Gotta be as smart as too now. What can I say? It's a movie that made me think. We should get together for some drinks when both of us have some time to breathe. I want to talk shop about movies some more with you. Band's conversation in the theatre continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby, and there Van got on with the rest of his evening. Hey, looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. Maybe I should pick one up as a souvenir. 100 mirror? Why not? A brochure for sober curious. And 50 points for Dingo Bread. I feel like his name should be the other way around. Bread Dingo.
We have merchandise for the movie.
I just watched the other movie now? Where do I see this? Oh my god, it's in here. It's in a separate category. That's not a book. I guess it is. It's not a paper. Sober Curious, 1208, psychological thriller, cast Nike Maso et al. Summary, an ambitious work that explores the budding insanity of a veteran actress caught up in the competitive world of show business. Lily, Nike Maso, is an actress with 20 years of experience who, despite the pressure of her career, gets a kind of drunken euphoria from the feelings of becoming someone else. However, her life changes when she begins to hear another Lily speaking in her head. That's all we can see of this. A movie brochure.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
No way do I have time to catch another movie. Oh, okay.
Lantern launch!
I don't have time to watch a movie. I do have time to, I do have time to watch another movie. I've got free time as well. What do I do?
What's next?
Catch another movie with Mr. Daswani. Catch... have Café Break with Elaine. I mean, things are complicated there. Cinephile's Duty. A director's cut of Golden Blood is going to be playing in theatre soon. Limited late showings only, so I better check the schedule. What do I want to do? Can't even see the connection effects. It looks like you have to work way more on Elaine's than anyone else's. Why would I be hanging out with this guy? We're kind of at odds all the time. Well, I probably should hang out with Elaine. That sounds awkward as crap. Sure. This money would be funnier given your track record. Yes, it would. But there's history here, isn't there? Man decided to pay a visit to the cafe in Tyrell District and took a breakout on its terrace. Sometimes a pit stop at a cafe is just what the doctor ordered. I sure needed it after such a crazy afternoon. Looks like there aren't many customers here right now. Perfect. Let's see that empty table over there. Hey, I recognize that voice. Who are you with? Are you okay? Is something wrong? No, I'm fine. Alright then, ready to start our interview? Yes, ready when you are. I guess she's talking to some magazine tonight. First off, I wanted to discuss the whole incident that you resolved in Anchorville the other day. You did a fantastic job apprehending the culprits as negotiations were taking place. Your work was instrumental in diffusing the whole crisis. Thank you, but it wasn't just me who pulled it off. I was with a whole team of people. I'd argue they were the ones who really made it possible. Being promoted to A rank has really driven that point home to me. When we all come together and support one another, we can achieve far more than we could by ourselves. That was true in Anchorville as well. Interesting. Clearly you're a woman who values the fundamentals in life and work. Now about your family. Obviously they run one of the biggest sweet manufacturers in Zamuria. Well, that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me tonight. Our readers are going to love learning about all the fascinating things you get up to in your spare time.
It was my pleasure. I don't think I had anything all that insightful to offer, but if your readers will enjoy it, I'm happy to talk.
Also, I have to say, you look absolutely radiant as always. I know I've asked you before, but would you be willing to publish a photo book with our company? I think you should really consider it.
I'm really sorry, but as a rule, I always turn down offers like that. It's nothing personal.
That's a shame. I'm sure it would be a smash hit. People can't get enough of you, you know. Anyway, I'll let you go now. I've taken up enough of your time as is. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Here's your vanilla cocoa. Huh? I didn't order anything like that.
You didn't, but the customer sitting at the next table did. He asked me to give you one.
What's the big idea behind this? There's no big idea. I just know you like vanilla cocoa, that's all.
How old do you think I am?
Hey, if you don't want it, I'll gladly take it. You're cool.
I didn't say I wouldn't have it.
You're not wrong. I do still enjoy this. It's a soothing flavor. Renee always makes fun of me for it and says I'm still a little kid whenever we go out for drinks. I'd be more shocked if you didn't. Still, you're pretty much the poster girl for the guild these days, aren't you? How many magazine interviews have you done this season? I've lost track.
It's no big deal. I knew that promoting the guild's mission was going to be part of the job when I accepted the promotion to A rank.
For something that's not such a big deal, you sure look exhausted carrying it out. You might be able to play it cool around other people, but you can't fool me, Elaine. As often as these sorts of things come up for you, deep down I know they don't come easy.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't speak like you understand where I'm coming from, Van. Not after you've been gone for all these years.
You're right, that was out of line. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize, I wasn't asking you to. You should be more worried about yourself, first and foremost. You're always brushing up at the very edge of the law with your work. You're a smart and capable man, Van. You could be doing so many other...
I'm fine with my life as a Spriggan. It's what suits me best in a lot of ways.
If you say so. Those young women who work with you, their names are Agnès and Fairy, right? At least keep those two out of harm's way, alright?
I will. I promise, if shit ever really hits the fan, I'll be the one who sticks his neck out and takes care of it one way or the other.
Talk like that is another thing I wish you would knock off. Well, I'm gonna take off now. Thanks for the drink. I feel a lot better after that. Much more refreshed.
No problem. Have a good night. Guess it's gonna take a lot more than that to mend things with her. Big surprise there. Oh well, if it helped to relax and feel better after that interview, that's what counts. Money well spent. Man, I got so busy talking I let it get cold. Money not so well spent there. After taking a sip of his cooled coffee, Van got back to patrolling Edith.
Thanks. Just don't get carried away about it, all right?
Okay. Fine. I sent you a gift. That's weirder. Oh, getting in touch with myself. Oh, I thought I could go in then. That's the wrong way.
Visit today. The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Alright, looks like we've probably done everything for the night. We've got no free time going. It's a shame we can't do both. No free time. City bonding events.
Please proceed to the entrance.
This is something I wish would go away. Single playthrough. Everything in one.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
For any game that reaches anywhere near 100 hours of play. Some dancing there. Very drunk. Single playthrough games. Come on.
Let's do this.
I don't need replayability on a 120-hour game. But then there will be others that completely disagree with me.
All right.
And we've talked to everyone.
Off we go.
And nothing else seems to be going on in town. At least we can get all the day ones, at least so far. Yeah, so far.
All right.
Notes and requests are strewn across the bulletin board. Doesn't look like there's any good info here. So if there was a hidden quest, we've talked to everyone. We've been everywhere. Our cat hasn't gone off in a way that we can actually chase it. I would like to know more about Kitty Cat. Whatever. Whatever its name is. Isn't it the name for a, like, a thin dueling sword, isn't it? I don't know. Brains just ain't that good anymore. Back to Edith, I take it. Or back to Montmartre. No other things to do. No achievements to get. There we go. Thank you, Biette, for gifting out those subs recently as well to Cody and Stirk. Cheers very much.
This feels relaxing.
Okay, that's upstairs. Still dealing with that drunkard, are you? Gotta check my desk. Finished nighttime activities. Well, I stopped some
Gotta
guy
keep this up.
making a big mistake. So that's good. Order delivery, by the way.
Need some help?
Well, if it's a van, pleasure doing business with you again. So you get equipment delivery or an item delivery. I guess it's not a bad idea because I'm assuming you can see literally everything that exists in town. So anything you've not seen or not got, you can quickly see it on this list. And then just pick it up, which is actually ace. You can even exchange as well.
Call back anytime.
Are you sure? I didn't actually order anything. I don't think you'd want me to call back anytime. Can I order pizza? Seemingly not, no. I can order the ingredients to make a pizza maybe in the future. I think we're finished. Guess I ought to take a shower tonight. Not like I'm going to have time in the morning. I've had 3 baths today. I can't believe she weaseled away in again. It's a 3-day weekend, so as long as we're only staying the one night, I can join you. You mean it? I'm so happy you get to come. I'm happy you get to come too, Fairy. Hello, you two even listening to me? We know from the get-go that Armada's involved this time. And my gut's telling me this is going to be real trouble, so I want you two to stay part right here. That's exactly why I want to come and protect you. I want to know what the people who did that to Ida are after too. And with all I know about what's going on, I don't want to be the only one sitting around in the capital. Besides, as long as the Geneses might be involved, this is my problem as much as it is yours. I'll start packing my things as soon as I get back to my dorm, so please take me with you. Why does everyone gotta be so damn stubborn? At least Fairy acts like a normal kid when fighting's not involved. An international call. Oh, right.
My apologies for calling so late, Mr. Arkride.
No worries, figured I'd hear from you soon.
Thank you for your understanding. Now then, do you have time for last month's data review? We can reschedule if I've caught you at a bad time.
I'm gonna be out of town for a few days starting tomorrow, so let's just get it out of the way. Cause this ain't gonna be a fun one.
Is something the matter?
Let me send you the stuff.
Thank you. The data has been successfully transferred. First, allow me to see how your stun caliber and hollow style have fared in combat. I will also be checking Mare's usage records. Busy as ever, I see. Oh, what's this? Your vital data shows extreme deviations in the latter half of the month, as well as a number of unusual hollow activations. Mr. Arkride, is there something you're not telling me?
something we're not allowed to know either. In terms of the telling, what was said, who this person is. It's road trip time.